Huh, Doc, thank God you got my page, man. Where do I start? Well, chesty cough, loss of appetite. Well, I don't know. I usually just let her get on with it, you know, eat whatever she wants. Never seen her eat a carrot. Yeah, not really a veg girl, Doc. Not really a veg girl. I don't know, Doc. I can't help you, man. What does she eat? What, wasps, yeah? Look, Doc, how about you just do your job, man? Okay, get your book out, write this down. Symptoms, underline it, okay? Then you write down what I've actually told you already. Loss of appetite, sitting in the corner, depressed, wistfully remembering things. Who knows what she's remembering, Doc, because she don't speak to me anymore, man. How about you just give me some bloody hard drugs for me and this depressed spider? The NHS, on the waiting list. What am I, some sad clown? Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon's been trying to sell us the World Wide Web again. Yeah, we've heard the pitch, Kevin. We know what's under the leather jacket. Nazi gold. Zeinden. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Oh, rock and roll. And that, yeah. Hello and welcome. We have got a very special guest for everyone tonight in lieu of Blade, who's still off travelling. Hello, when are you going to be back? We've got Jeff.
I am Jeff Macclesfield, but you can call me Jeff or Jeffy for short.
And Jeff, what is it that you do?
I'm a composer. I mean, I did a lot of had a lot of hits in the 70s and 80s. Collaborations, obviously, with some big guys. You know, had a lot of success.
David Prowse,
Jeff Lynne. Back in the day, yeah, that was how I was introduced to Tamworth. Actually, there was a recording studio down the road. And
that's how you found yourself in Tammy, huh?
Well, it was funny because he was actually the first person to use the idea of using egg boxes to soundproof a room. So you could say in a way that we came up with like this sort of modern garage-style soundproofing, like, you know?
That is as confusing as it is fascinating. I'll ask you one thing about Lynne. The beard. He dyes it, right?
Yeah, he does dye, but it's very natural. He uses his own thing, so he dilutes soil in water and rubs it into his beard, you know. Wow, because he's got a serious problem with his jaw. He basically has only got the muscles for a jaw without the bone there. So he covers that up with the beard, and I think it looks great, you know.
It looks great. Probably smells like a gardener's glove as well.
He does smell absolutely terrible.
Seasonal.
Similar to, I'd say, a neglected pond.
Okay, so let's get to it. Who wants to hear a song, ladies and gentlemen?
Okay, so you're all probably going to know this one. It's an old one now. This is for you guys. You've been feeling blue, like the ocean's blue, like the sky is blue, because he beat you black and blue. And that song's about Jasper Carrot Clarke, you know, back in the day. He was having a lot of problems in his relationship. But we all beat women back then. It was a different time, you know.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that, Jeff. You don't scrap with women. You didn't in the 70s.
No, the idea wasn't to fight them, Clarke, because they could never win. So it was a way of that men would be able to center themselves after having a meal or before a meal or after a drink. I mean, not personally, I didn't do it much at all, and I was very against it, obviously. I'm a feminist. Yeah.
But they needed a big crack-bang wallop every once in a while for the guys, not the gals.
No, not for the guys. I mean, it destroyed them, and we think that was the big problem, you know?
I guess it's like riding your bike really fast. Who's paying for that? Your knees. And when you get older, you think, my knees are, can't do that anymore. And that's probably how they felt about their faces and feelings, these women.
I think you're absolutely spot on there.
Thank you. Let's move on, and we'll be back right after this. Whistling? Who's whistling? Who's whistling? Who's whistling? Talk to us. myself again. Nice whistling, though. Nice whistling. Someone's a talented whistler. Now it's time to answer some hard-hitting questions about society. We've got a very special guest coming on now. His name's Andrew Lawton, and he is going to tell us about his time in a gang. He's going to read us an extract from his e-book, which is Web of Lies, My Summer with the Spiders from Morton-on-the-Marsh. Andrew.
Raw stood over me, having walloped me to the floor, and said, "That'll teach you to talk back to me, won't it?" And I said, "No," and he kind of smiled, with spit all over his mouth. "Get up, you Wally. It's 6 o'clock and Cac said the bins at one stop will be filled with the reduced stuff now." I'd started the day as Andrew, but now I was Wally.
I tell you what, I've got chills from the top of my scalp to the crack of my ass. That's some pretty harrowing stuff. I haven't had a chance to read the book yet, but
that's okay.
I understand that it's probably tough to go back to that place.
This is 2 summers of my life that I was in
a gang.
In the gang, I used to come in.
What kind of area are you?
We used to, cover a 4 mile square area of the Cotswolds. We ran,
These gangs, right? What have we got? We've got the big one.
Yeah.
Tough guy. You got the smart kid, gadgets. The cool one, good with the chicks.
That's quite a large gang you're talking about. I mean, we were...
So what do you drop? Gadgets? Seems pretty pointless.
It was more about profit with us.
So you selling drugs on the street?
No. We operated with sort of reduced stock from supermarkets and things like that.
Some people, they write these saucy tell-all biographies, and they're not quite what you'd expect. Maybe they sauce it up a little bit here, a bit of hot sauce there, a bit of tomato ketchup here where there may have been brown sauce before. Take Andy McNabb's books. Have you heard the controversy around this? Apparently he looked absolutely nothing like Sean Bean.
I mean, I can't personally say that everything I put in that book is 100% there, because I was the kind of guy I would get in from my day. I'd get in and I'd like pound like 1 beer and just like crash out on the sofa like I was out of control.
Just cracked a beer and just went to sleep.
It'd be like one mate, sometimes 2, but like beers just.
Jeff, when you were at your top dog, alcoholism in the early 80s.
Like that was about when it really sort of fell to pieces.
How much? You never got involved in any gangs, though, no?
It was more to buy drugs. That we never really.
I never joined using the gangs to get, when you were pounding beers, how many beers would you have a night?
Around 14 to sort of 76 beers a night.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Big.
I mean, 14 if we were just watching the footy or something like that. But if it got out of hand, then we'd be breaching the 60s in no problem at all.
A lot of the other people in the gang were much younger than me, sort of 5 to 10 years younger than me. But
well, hold on. How old were you when you were in this gang?
I was 17.
17. So there were 7-year-olds in the group.
That's how young they get them.
Okay. Well, so you were in Morton-on-the-Marsh with a bunch of 7-year-olds.
The age ranged
from
17
to
7.
7 to 17. Let's break this down. How many 7-year-olds were in this group?
I mean, you could.
I'll give you a number. How many 7-year-olds were there?
Half a dozen.
8-year-olds?
Not many.
9?
Not many.
By not many, do you mean none?
None, yeah, none.
10-year-olds?
2.
2 10-year-olds. Any 11?
No.
12?
No.
13?
2.
14?
None.
15?
None.
16? 17?
Well, there was one, but then...
It was at you?
Yeah.
At a birthday? Yeah. Okay. Well...
I'm still baffled by the idea that the Cotswolds is a dangerous place, and I want to know...
I'll give you the 20 questions. Knives?
Mainly sort of butter knives, but yeah. No.
If he asks you anything illegal and you don't want to answer, just do it in code, like...
Or just give Jeff a nudge, and Jeff can then tell me what you would have said.
Yeah, and that way the audience won't know.
So, knives, drugs...
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was a nudge.
Yeah.
Chainsaws. I think that was a nudge.
Yeah.
Chainsaws, good God. Keep it quiet. Don't let these space operas with blades in them.
Yeah. I think I'm reading it right,
Yeah, wow. How do we get our kids in this society not to go down the path that you went down?
Plenty of activities in the summers.
Javelin.
yeah, I wish that I'd had access to some of the fun things.
So you wanted to be a javelin thrower?
No, but...
What you saw was your name in lights. You. Beautiful beautiful body. The whole of the arena going, get that javelin going.
Well, that would have been nice.
Clap, 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 clap. Run, duh. Hey, quick. And then angle, go. That kid's not getting a gang, is he? Is he?
In principle, you're saying the right thing.
In the conclusion of your book, you should probably write something about, we've got to get these kids on javelins.
Javelin, yeah.
I mean,
But it would be bad if they was used as some sort of a weapon, though.
That's a very, very good point, and I'm glad you brought that up. Did this come up in the book, the part on javelins? If these javelins are getting into the wrong hands, how do we stop the danger?
I think we're kind of missing the point here.
There is no point. It's distance. You're thinking of archery. That's got the point. That's got the point as an archery.
Yeah. I mean, I really think that you're right. He should do a few chapters, at least three, on javelin, and how javelins could
really
be.
thick that book out. There is how many? There's a couple of chapters on javelin at the moment, but we haven't talked about the dangers of javelin. That's the problem.
It's a 38-page.
Well, that's it.
Thriller.
Then you got plenty of room. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really.
We're far away. I'm so ashamed. My life is wrong. 'Cause you are beautiful, no matter in every single way.
Well done. Well done.
So good, really good. And Andrew, that was so good, man.
Really good.
I just want to be as useful as I can to all the other people who are hurting out there, because I'm here for you.
So you were here to give that message to the people.
And I've got a suggestion. I think as great as that was, maybe you shouldn't sing it.
That's
a good,
really good idea. And put headphones in with the music in there and listen to it completely in close,
so no one
can hear it. Or
again.
think the music.
But I think it does speak of the power of music, and that's how you reach these kids. Join us in a moment. You got program, repeat, random, absolute beauty. I mean, this thing is absolute classic. And check this out. Oh wow, that's beautiful really, action really still on that. I mean, that's in great nick for this year. And back in the day, it cost me, I'd say, what is it, $3,000 I think I paid for it. But I'll tell you what, I'll do you a little deal, cheeky little deal, because we know each other, and I'll just say, you can forget the rent and you just take it. Take it before I change my mind, man. I won't look, and you just take it off my hands before I regret this decision. Go, man.
Clarke, I mean, in terms of the CD player, it's not for me. You've got like Spotify and things like that nowadays, and Bluetooth. It's just a bit.
Yeah, well, I heard you playing music at the barbecue you didn't invite me to the other day.
Barbecue? I mean, well, I had my grandparents round, but how did you know about that?
Yeah,
I mean,
what? No need to whistle in my ear like that.
I'm not whistling, Clarke. I'm talking.
You can't hear that whistling?
No, I can't hear any. No one's whistling, Clarke. Look, I'm glad you mentioned the rent arrears, because it's something which...
Yeah, we need to find who's whistling.
No, Clarke, if we could just put that to one side for the moment, and if we could talk about...
Hello and welcome to Cable Cut to Solution. This guy got beef. This guy got beef. What's your cut of beef?
Look at his leg.
Oh my God, you've got a skeleton leg.
Yeah.
This is the beef.
Yeah.
Right. So, why have you got a skeleton leg?
The movement is called Vart rock.
Fart rock.
Vart rock.
Fart rock.
I believe that taking the skin off your bones liberates them.
Sure,
it's important to me.
This is strange.
It's important to me to have this for my music.
A lot of art rock.
I've got 3 girls myself.
Okay. Are they your children or?
Aye.
Oh, okay, right.
And they listen to people like him. And if he's walking around with a leg like that,
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They're going to want to do.
They're all going to want
And
skeleton
I hope
legs.
they should. I hope your daughters do it.
They'll never be doing anything like that.
Well, give them a couple of days with me and I'd show them how to liberate their bones.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
I
no.
wouldn't give them a couple of liberating bone days.
Look, I'm saying you just be free and do whatever you want. I just happen to look like
that
this.
is cool and hip, but when kids start getting skeleton legs, it's like tattoos. You loved Linkin Park when you were 14, then you get to 25. And you think, Jesus, these guys have really got to come up with a good album, or this tattoo is going to look terrible in another couple of years. Still looks all right now, but then Linkin Park don't, and then hello, skeleton leg when you're 40?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Look, I'm part of an action group called Foreskin, right?
Foreskin.
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 I don't understand. It's about skeleton legs, and yet it's about willy skin.
We're for skin, as in pro skin.
Okay.
Like,
You don't
Yeah.
want skeleton legs. You want a nice bit of skin down there.
aye, as I said, we may have to
Gotcha,
rethink the
gotcha.
name now. Like,
Yeah,
but you know,
gotcha.
regardless of that,
Which I
you
can
know,
sympathise with. I think I do like skin.
Aye, you know, but you shouldn't be doing that to your leg. I mean, it's a self-imposed disability, like, you know, in the name of fashion.
But isn't also tattoos? Isn't also
Yes.
earrings?
Thank
Aye,
you.
nose
you don't
piercings?
lose like the whole use of your arm, you know, when you get a tattoo, do you?
Yeah, but you can't get a job.
How does this hurt you?
But can you do the boogie woogie? Because
Yeah.
surely if
We have up
No.
to 6 puppeteers while I'm on stage, and I
Oh,
can hop and
puppeteer.
dance,
Oh,
and they
that's
puppet
cheating.
my
That's
legs.
cheating.
He needs strings to be able to walk around, man. I
and
mean,
you
come on,
don't
like.
want to be having to put strings on your babies
No, I mean-
to get them to the bus
I
stop
can't believe
in
we're
the
even
morning.
debating this. Like, I mean, you know, he's taking the skin off
It's
his
a
legs.
skeleton leg.
There's no muscle, there's nothing there,
Example,
like.
right here, I'm in fight mode, like this. I just lift this little thing up just here, and then I relax.
Casual.
I'm in casual mode, Clarke.
It's
Aye,
it's
but if I want to do that, I just go like that.
Yeah, because I'm engaging with my body.
Do you engage with your body?
Well, aye, but in like, you know, different ways. Like, but I mean,
What do you do?
I haven't taken any skin off my bones to be able to do that.
Shortcut. Don't take skin off your bones.
No, it's stupid.
Do it. Engage with your body. Keep skin on your bones.
I think
It's self-mutilation.
I think it's beautiful, and it's very sexual, and it helps my music.
Helps his music. Do you write music? Do your kids write music?
No, but they listen to him like and saying, "I want to
His
be like
daughter
him."
wrote me a letter, and she says she
Okay.
wants to expose one vertebrae. That's really not that bad, Clarke.
Well,
for
I don't
goodness
see
sake.
one little bone exposed every once in a while. Probably not the worst thing in the world. But I'll
you
say
talking
this:
about?
live free. Die hard. Keep your skeleton legs to yourselves, maybe. But if you want skeleton legs, I don't think it's too big a deal. This guy seems happy. He's making music, doing twists on
Inspiring.
stage. I don't want a skeleton leg. I'm not going to get one. I'm cool with being part of the counterculture. I don't want to get in with all those guys. If you don't want to get in with all those guys, you don't have to, man. It's all right.
I'm not
You
gonna get in
won't
with them.
look
I'm
uncool
talking
'cause
about
you
the
haven't got a
children.
skeleton leg. Okay, thank you. Join us again. That's Clarke Cable. Cable card solution, problem solved. I paid you the rent, and it's cool.
Well, you paid a month's rent.
A month's rent,
We've
yeah.
been 4 months in arrears, so that arrears is still there.
Wow.
And we really
We
need to get
that.
that.
Clarke, I lent you the money for the rent.
And this is what
happened-
I'm
what's happened
talking
to that?
about.
Well,
Craze.
this is what I'm
Such
talking
a mix
about. I mean, this is
it?
exactly. You know, you tell me one thing, and then I'm here.
I'm confused.
We're all confused. What's going on?
I only got so much
Denzel.
patience, Clarke. Now, my wife wanted to come down here today.
Oh,
I
your
talked to her
wife- so your wife's coming
she's,
down, is
She's
she?
not as accommodating as I am.
Well, she might not be because she's. You know, have you ever heard of the Black Widow spider?
Yeah, I don't.
Do you know what?
see
Do you know what it does after lovemaking? It eats the man. You know, it eats the boy spider.
What?
You think about that when you're taking advice from your bloody missus all the time.
I don't understand why you're talking
What?
about.
You just whistle.
No,
No,
You're whistling.
I'm not whistling, Clarke.
no.
Who's whistling
No
again?
one's whistling, Clarke.
Who is whistling?
Clarke, are you okay?
I just. What? What?
Oh, fuck. What is that?
It's nothing. It's just some boys whistling in the playground. Now for cable hardback questions. Jeff, if you could save the world, who would you get to help you?
Wow. Probably Sting. He was a nice guy.
Okay, interesting. Sting. Andrew, which animal do you leave off the ark? And you can't say unicorn.
Man.
Jeff, Who do you trust, the Irish or the Welsh?
The Welsh are weak, but the Irish are tough, but they're so drunk that I'm going to go with the Welsh.
In one word, how do we stop terrorism?
Love.
I'm going to say a fuckfest.
Gangs, kids, can we get them out of this web of destruction? I don't know. All I know is it's time for a bit of music. Jeff, if you'll do the honors and play us out. Have you seen a spider? Have you seen my spider? Bad girl! Bad girl! Get in here, you! No! No!